feel the enthusiasm and the energy that we have in the room this evening, that we had during lunch earlier today, where we had an opportunity to recognize the three individuals that Jack just introduced with our State Democratic Party awards. And it's always wonderful to gather as South Dakota Democrats at any time of the year, but certainly here in the spring in honor of Senator McGovern, and getting together just a few weeks before South Dakota gets the final say in our presidential nomination process. It's a terrific time, a historic and momentous occasion. I want to thank Jack for his introduction, but also for his leadership and all that Jack and Deb have given to the South Dakota Democratic Party. Under his leadership and the committed folks that are working with him on the staff of the South Dakota Democratic Party, we were able to recruit a record number of legislative candidates. We are working hard to make sure that South Dakota gets the attention that we deserve on June 3rd, and then, working together, we will take the majority in the state Senate. And here, we will work to get a majority in the State House as well. And as I said at the luncheon, no one ever wants to get beyond the election that's before us. But we really, as Democrats, need to be thinking beyond this election to 2010, to 2012, to build the party for generations to come. And I think that while there's talk about how long this presidential nomination process has been taking, I think it is the best thing we could have asked for in the state of South Dakota and all of our surrounding neighboring states, to build the Democratic Party, to build on the enthusiasm and the excitement for both Senator Clinton and Senator Obama. And we're going to make sure we build on that after June 3rd, after November 08, heading into the next election, to keep capitalizing on a political environment and to keep offering our vision to the voters of South Dakota and to the voters across the country. And it's going to start here tonight. It's already started in so many districts across South Dakota with all these great candidates. But we all know that it's the top of the ticket that really energizes us all the way down. And the last time that Senator Johnson was at the top of the ticket was in 2002. And we are going to go 2 for 2 in the federal races this time around. And we are going to elect all of those state legislative candidates that we recruited with his leadership. All that he has to offer to South Dakota Democrats and independent voters and Republican supporters across the state. So it's great to be here with him and with Barb and their family, and again, the extended family that is the South Dakota Democratic Party. I drew the lucky straw tonight. I have the privilege of introducing someone we all know well, the gentleman who we honor, the reason we're all here in the modern Democratic Party, the man who built it from the ground up. The award that we gave to Deb, is Deb Connect, is the award of grassroots organizing. That's what George did when he was working alongside a number of you in the room, alongside my grandparents, alongside so many others that knew that voters in South Dakota should get a choice, that one-party dominance leads to unaccountability. It leads to public discourse that doesn't engage in the full discussion of ideas that can help advance the state and foster economic prosperity in every region of South Dakota and communities large and small. And when you look at what's happening and what's happening in the presidential election this year, when you think of the most commonly cited strengths of each of the three candidates that are still in the running to be the President of the United States, you think of service to country in time of war, or experience and lifelong commitment to causes, or opposition to an unpopular war and the ability to inspire, especially a new generation of Americans. In 1972 and today, George McGovern possessed all three of those qualities and many more. In his service to country during World War II, his tenure in the United States House and the United States Senate, and his opposition to the war in Vietnam, and today to the war in Iraq, plus his work both in John F. Kennedy's administration and in the Clinton administration, in his lifelong commitment to end hunger in the world, as well as his decency, his statesmanship, his bipartisanship, and his commitment to improve the human condition. He's touched the lives of all of us and so many others across South Dakota, the country, and the world. He's inspired numerous generations, including my brothers and mine, to public service. And we have learned about the importance of his vision, his wisdom, his insights that he continues to share with so many across the country and the world today. But you know, we're special here in South Dakota. We know him. We've learned from him. We count him as our friend, as our mentor, as our role model, and someone who never seems to tire of giving back to the state of South Dakota and the South Dakota Democratic Party. Please join me in welcoming Senator George McGovern.